Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, November 28th. This is studentloanjustice.org. Welcome. We're glad that you found us. I'm going to keep today's live stream extraordinarily short. It's Giving Tuesday. I always forget that until like Wednesday most years, but I'm going to remember it today because it's just an important thing for me to do. So please donate if you can, guys. This week we have to raise a total of $1,200. We've got a special project going on that we're going to need a dedicated laptop for, and I'll tell you more about that later. I think you'll be impressed, by the way. So far we've raised around $375 of that. So we still need to raise $825. It's Giving Tuesday. I don't know. Will you please donate? It would shut me up and it would make everything on this end much easier. Thank you. So if you're new to the group, as I said, welcome. We are the oldest, largest, first, and only group in the country actually fighting, not pretend, actually fighting for student loan cancellation. But more to the point, oh, cat, what are you doing? More to the point, get out of here. Stop it. I've got two pregnant cats in the house and they hate each other. Anyways, we're fighting for two things. Student loan cancellation by executive order. That whole thing started on this group. We're also fighting for the return of bankruptcy protections to all student loans. Now, however you feel about bankruptcy, whether you would ever or never file, that second thing, bankruptcy, is the most important. As long as we don't have the leverage of bankruptcy on our side, as it exists for all other loans, all other borrowers, we're going to be screwed. We're going to be begging Joe Biden or the next president forever to cancel. And what we'll get is the nonsense that we've already seen. Fake. We don't do fake on this group, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell by the very amateur video going on here at the homestead here in northern Wisconsin. We don't do fake. We're as real as it gets. You came to the right place, by the way. The other groups that I have seen are completely fake. And I could go into that, but I'm going to hold my breath. Suffice it to say, we are normal people fighting the student loan battle. If you're here, you already know that student loans suck, but most people haven't thought about it more deeply enough to realize what actually is going on. I was doing a calculation the other day, and I estimate that I've done something like 33 or 4,000 hours of work on the student loan issue. So like at 10,000, you're supposed to be like among the foremost experts in any topic if you spend 10,000 hours. Well, we're at getting on towards 4 times that. So believe me when I tell you, we're fighting the battle as it has to be fought. And the battle as it has to be fought starts with the return of bankruptcy protections to student loans. So I'm going to keep today's live stream very short, no more than a couple more minutes. We're pushing Donald Trump today. Love him or hate him. He was kind of a disaster, and we're a fiercely nonpartisan group, guys. We hate the Democrats, we hate the Republicans in different ways, but we hate them both. Donald Trump was a disaster on student loans in his first term. However, I like to balance things. Donald Trump, to his credit, was the first president to cancel federally owned student loans by executive order. He did it not once, but twice by executive order. He arguably, with all the extensions of the repayment pause, you could say that he did it many more times than that. But that's true. And the other thing, I can't say much good about Trump, but the other good thing that I can say about Trump is that before he ran for president in 2015, he very rightly pointed out that the federal government is viewing federal student loans as a profit center. The federal government is making a huge amount of profit, like $108 billion a year in profit in interest, AKA most of that is profit, on federal student loans. Trump knows that. He knew it before he ran for president. So Trump's gut instinct was correct. Unfortunately, he was, as I said, a disaster his first 4 years as president. So anyways, we're pushing Trump today. If you go to our If you go to our website, studentloanjustice.org, student loan justice. Sorry, the troll is in the way, the Christmas elf or whatever you want to call him. If you go to our website, look up, you'll see the daily action. Do the past week's worth of our daily actions. Today, if you look on our Facebook group, and I'll be updating the website soon. Today, if you look on our Facebook group, you'll see today's daily action is we're pushing Trump. Yesterday, we pushed Joe Biden and Jim Jordan. Today, we're pushing the Donald. So whether you love him or hate him, we got to push him, guys. And that's true for every politician that I will mention. A lot of the politicians that we push, we hate. I can't stand many. In fact, most I can't stand. Members of Congress, etc., presidents, Joe Biden. So we have no love for these people, ladies and gentlemen. We don't trust politicians further than we can bowl them. But whatever your personal feelings are about one politician or another, we've got to push them. That's what this fight is all about. And remember, these are your loans and this is your fight. This group is the only group in the country that's fighting for bankruptcy rights. And I'm telling you, hear me now, believe me later, maybe, but the leverage of bankruptcy and the stripping of that uniquely from student loans lies at the core. It is the core of the student loan problem, ladies and gentlemen. When we get the leverage of bankruptcy rights back, everything changes. Everything. Quite frankly, the president's going to have to cancel loans very broadly, meaningfully, deeply when we get the right return. We were very close last congressional session. The Democrats betrayed us. That's true. But as I said, whether you love or hate a politician, you got to help us fight. So if you forget everything I said today, don't forget the Giving Tuesday thing, please. Don't forget that. But if you forget all the other policy stuff that I said, remember at least this. You can help. We need you to help. We will be screwed forever if you don't help. These are your loans. This is your problem. That all starts. The most efficient, effective use of your time is doing our daily actions. Daily actions. They're quick, by the way. Like today's daily action is retweet this and retweet that. It takes literally no more than 45 seconds to do. We've got 1.5 million people in this group, ladies and gentlemen, at least on paper. Can you imagine how strong we are? And by the way, there are 38 million people, even before the pandemic, in the country, just like you, who were losing sleep over their student loans. They were never going to be able to repay their student loans. That's 38 out of 42 million. Today, I think, now that we're post-COVID and the loans are turned back on and everything sucks, I think it's closer to 40 million people, most of them suffering in silence. There's no good reason for that, guys. Tell everyone you know about this group. Tell everyone you know with student loans or even without student loans about this group. So, okay, guys, I'm way over 5 minutes. I'm trying to keep my live stream short, if you can't tell. Please donate. It's Giving Tuesday, so I can shut up about it. Please do our daily actions. If you've never done a daily action, do the past week or two worth, if you would please. It will help, and we need you to. You have no idea how important you could be, guys. You have no idea. This problem is just waiting for that one push at the right spot at the right time for the whole federal student loan system to collapse. In my view, it's already lost legitimacy. It's not a legitimate lending program anymore. The numbers are just too crazy. Like what I just said, how 85% of all borrowers were never going to be able to repay their loans even before the pandemic. So you're not alone. There are tens of millions of us out here, but that only matters when everybody pulls rows in the same direction. You know what I mean? So we've had fantastic achievements over the past 3.5 years. We are poised for even more fantastic achievements. And I kid you not about that. The next month is you'll be very impressed with what we're going to do over the next month. But please help, guys. It would really be a national tragedy for this group to have to end for lack of participation, lack of support. And that's true. So I'll be back tomorrow. Do the daily actions and just humor us with a donation, big or small, for Giving Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck. Godspeed. God bless everyone.